And you know what, watching the film, I mean, it seemed like, or it looked like it was such a fun role to play, especially the part about getting turned into a zombie yourself.
The whole arc of the character was fantastic. I mean, this little naive punk rocker's first day on the job. I mean, sweet innocent kid busting down the hallway with acid in my eyes, trying to leave brains. I mean, to travel from that in an hour and a half to what we ended up with was just a lot of fun. And you don't shoot in order, so you kind of emotionally have to know exactly where you are in the scene, because it's not
level 1 or level 10.
Yeah, exactly. Emotionally in the script, you have to indicate where you're at and kind of.
I mean, and also the fact that number one, you said it wasn't your first film role, you said, but it was your first like major, because you said your first film role was The Woman in Red.
Correct.
Yeah. But getting such a major role in a big horror picture like that, and I keep going back to being able to turn into a zombie, because you get to do such a fun transformation, which I think must have been a lot of fun. But are you saying would there be some days you'd be filming as a zombie and other days you'd be filming as just a normal person, be going back like with the filming schedule kind of thing?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is.
Remember the scene where we cut the yellow corpse head off?
Yeah.
Yes. And Jimmy Kieran's supposed to spike him with the axe. He's just he runs right back and gets Clue, and Clue's like, oh. So we get the guy on the ground, and they're like, we get the first scene on. It was on a 6 o'clock in the morning call. The first scene in the morning was us cutting his head off, and it was like, that's gross. And what am I doing? So just kind of bounce around, and that's. Just how it goes sometimes.
I feel like it just looked like it was so much fun, and that's when we were thinking.
It was a blast. And the whole cast was great, and the crew was great, and everyone was there. We were having a good time. It's funny about low budget films too. They create this. I've seen it a lot. They create an energy that kind of gets transposed on the film, as opposed to if it's a huge budgeted movie. It's overthought, and I mean, because you're having to make decisions, right there, and making changes and things like that, because you have a lot of pressure, and you can't wait for the sun to come up or go down or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it kind of gives it an energy that I think is lost in some big pictures.
You build a camaraderie with all of you.
Yeah, and we were lucky enough to be able to rehearse. We rehearsed 2 weeks before principal photography on Return of the Living Dead. So Dan was very smart in doing that, because it looks like it's very natural when we're filming it, but a lot of that was rehearsed.
And you were one of the lucky ones. Like, you didn't have to go in the cemetery, like in the mud or in the rain. Like, you got a little bit, but not as much as everyone else.
No. Most of my scenes were with Jimmy Kieran too, which was great for me.
Yeah, well, and that's what I wanted to ask you about too. You got to work with two pretty established actors at the time.